guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. My mum had me really young. My dad was never in the picture. She's still very beautiful and people say we look like sisters. For as long as I can remember, my mum was a very hardworking and independent woman. She takes pride on not letting any men or her family have any financial chain on her, which is super awesome. I admired her until she got on her high horse. My longtime boyfriend comes from a very wealthy family, so he tends to shower me with gifts and surprises, and my mum doesn't like it. For her, I'm always relying on his money, which is not true. I have 2 jobs, one at school and one part-time. A few months ago, one of my cousins introduced the terms sugar daddy and baby to her, and from that moment she was sure that was my situation, which is not. I've tried to explain to her that my relationship is genuine, that my boyfriend and I are loving partners, that he's not my bag of money, but she doesn't understand. My boyfriend thinks I should just ignore her because we both know what's really happening behind doors, but it's kind of hard. I feel like she respects me less because of this. Well, she has been seeing Ben for a few months now, and he's always giving her nice stuff, flowers every week, jewelry, cards, going out to nice places, etc. My mum is really happy and I'm happy for her. I noticed the hypocrisy, but I said nothing because it wasn't my intention to bring my mum down. Yesterday, my boyfriend got us matching rings, and while he was at the bathroom, my mum made a small sugar baby comment, and like divine justice, she received flowers from Ben at the same time, saying that he'll take her someplace nice and she didn't have to worry about anything but look pretty. She was smiling and I said, "Good, now we are both sugar babies, mum." Her smile dropped, said it wasn't funny and that it was different. I just left with my boyfriend, but she texted me saying we need to talk and I need to apologize because it's not the same. What the heck? Why? Why is it not the same? Huh? Yo, so she thinks her daughter's a sugar baby, but she's not. What? How's her daughter a sugar baby when it's a genuine relationship? Honestly, I'm so confused. I think her mom just doesn't understand what a sugar baby is. Like, just because your boyfriend showers you with gifts does not mean you're a sugar baby. But I think that's what she thinks it is. So that's why her daughter was like, "Good, we're both sugar babies now because our boyfriends shower us with gifts." And she's like, "No, it's not the same." Yo, what's wrong with the mum, man? But look at how happy the mum is being showered with stuff. So why can't she just be happy for her own daughter? I'm so confuzzled. I love the comeback though. "Good, now we are both sugar babies, mum." Yes. I have been dating my boyfriend Jake since our freshman year of college. In our last year of undergrad, we decided to rent an apartment together. We split everything 50-50, including utilities, groceries, and rent. We continued living together in the same town as our college after graduation. But recently, we both got jobs in Chicago and we are currently living downtown. My dad works in real estate and he has multiple investment properties. My dad generously allowed me to live in one of his properties rent-free, but he said that my boyfriend would have to pay him $400 a month for rent. My dad is very protective, but he has been nothing but kind to my boyfriend. My dad's reasoning for making my boyfriend pay rent is that he wants to be sure that my boyfriend is with me for me and not because he will have a free place to live. Keep in mind, if my dad was renting this apartment out to tenants, he would charge $2,100 a month for rent. Very ritzy building in the middle of downtown Chicago. My boyfriend is mad at me because he asked me for half of the $400 for rent, and I explained to him that I will not be paying rent. My dad is only charging him. He says that we have been splitting rent for the past 2 years, so why would we stop now? Our rent in our college town was $1,200, so we were both paying $600 a month. Our apartment in Chicago is significantly nicer and he is paying $200 less a month than what he was in college. Is the idea that my dad doesn't charge me for rent but charges my boyfriend so crazy? Should I suck it up and pay half because I can't afford it? That's honestly crazy because the dad is only charging him $400 a month for rent and he's still not okay with that. Bro, you were paying $600 in your last apartment. And he says he wants to half everything. Okay, well the rent is supposed to be $2,100. I wonder how he's gonna feel about halving that then, because technically half of that rent is supposed to be $1,050. So would he rather pay $1,050, half in rent, than just the $400 the dad is charging him? Like, come on. Ungrateful, unappreciative. The dad is basically giving him such a good price for rent and he's still gonna be complaining. Like, obviously the dad is gonna charge his own daughter. Okay, to be fair though, I do feel like she should have explained all of this to him before they moved in. Like, she could have been like, yeah, so my dad's gonna pay rent for me in this place, but he's just gonna charge you really little. Are you okay with that? Instead of just being like, okay, he's only going to charge you and I'm living there rent free, because technically she's not living there rent free. Her dad is paying for her share. So yeah, I guess a little miscommunication, but I feel like they could work it out, to be honest. I don't feel like it's that big of a deal where they have to break up. It's just miscommunication, because I think in the long run the boyfriend will understand, because he is paying very little, so he should be able to understand after being explained to. But honestly, for some reason I do feel like the boyfriend is the type to be like, no, I'm not gonna live here anymore. You know what, let's just move to another apartment where we pay $1,000 a month, because I want you to pay your $1,000 too. Alright, moving on. I'll preface by saying that me and my boyfriend have been together for 3 years and a half. I've been jumping from one job to another while he has been unemployed due to health issues that affected his performance at work. Usually I'm the one handling rent, bills, groceries, etc. I use my credit card to make any purchase I want. Last week, my boyfriend out of nowhere asked for my credit card. I asked why, since I'm the one who handles payments and supermarket trips. He told me he wanted to buy some food and I agreed to let him take it, but told him to return it later. He got back later and when I asked about my credit card, he was like, what credit card? I thought he was joking, so I told him to just give it back. He said he'd just keep it with him. I asked why and he said so he could start handling paying for stuff on my behalf. I felt uncomfortable. I said I'd rather not burden him with this stuff and asked him to hand over the credit card. He refused and said that he would just keep it, since it doesn't have that much money anyway. I was livid. I tried to argue, but he told me to just trust him and let him keep it and swore he won't spend a penny from it. Next morning, I went and cancelled it, then registered a new one. He must have had tried to use it because he called and was confused, asking why the credit card was not valid anymore. I told him it's because I cancelled it and registered a new one. He lost it and started scolding me, saying he couldn't believe I had this level of petty, and kept on about how I don't trust him with my finances and how financially abusive I have become lately. I hung up on him. The argument continued at home and he called me paranoid and unreasonable and all that. Then he started cold shouldering me and sulking about it for days. I do feel like I hurt his feelings and showed an amount of distrust towards him. Am I wrong for cancelling the credit card? I mean, it's your credit card. You can do whatever you want with it. You guys aren't even married. Like, he's not even supposed to be depending on you for money. You know? That's just your boyfriend and he's unemployed and you're the one working your butt off, so you have a right to your money. You don't have to give your money to anyone if you don't want to. And he literally went back on his word. He said he wouldn't spend a penny on it, but he tried to use it. Sussy. It's interesting though, because his excuse to want the credit card is just so lame. He's like, oh yeah, can I have your money? Well, because I want to start paying for your stuff. Like, that's her money, so she can pay for her own stuff. You're using her money to pay for her stuff? That's weird. That's just like someone being like, hey, can I borrow $20 from you so I can buy you a present? That's weird. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!